welcome to Weavy Kids. In today's session, we're going to be looking at making our own garden herb smudge sticks. In order to make these beautiful incense smudge sticks, you are going to need the following: a selection of herbs either from your garden, or you could also collect and buy them from your local supermarket. Here we have sage, some sage flowers, sprigs of rosemary, beautiful chive flowers. We've got some lavender, and also we have some cotton thread, some cotton embroidery thread, some cotton string, and some scissors. Please note it's really important that you use cotton or a natural substance to wrap your burning stick in, because when you set light to them to release the wonderful smell into your home once they are completed, if you have tied it with something synthetic, it is not going to smell good. It's going to smell like burning plastic. If you have collected your herbs in your garden and you have them in a nice bag, as I do here, take a moment or two just to shake to make sure that all of the bugs are off before we move to step 2, which is cleaning and washing down our herbs. Wash off your herbs with cold water, just to ensure that any dirt or any remaining bugs are removed in the process. Shake out and lay on a tea towel to dry. The amount of herb that you have available will clearly affect the size of the smudge incense stick that you are able to make. Once you have a certain amount laid out on your tea towel, just gently dab them dry. Cut yourselves around 4 lengths of string, somewhere between 10 and 15 centimeters in length. Next, you are going to cut yourself a longer piece of string, maybe the length of about 1 meter in length. You're going to find your 2 ends and find your center point. You are going to place your center point around the top, and you are literally just going to crisscross, pulling as tight as you can around your bundle. Now, you can use plenty of garden herbs for making these sticks, although I have found that certain ones are not going to smell so good. For some reason, even though I love the smell of mint in the garden, if you try making a smudge stick with a mint, it seems to really not smell particularly good. The garden herbs that I tend to grow in our garden that I found have worked really well for this are those pictured at the beginning. So rosemary, sage, lavender, and also you can use the flowers too if you want to make a more attractive looking bundle. And they are beautiful and they smell good too. yourself a nice length there where you can also create another loop. So that you can hang your bundle somewhere warm and dry for roughly a week. After a week, check, see how it's doing, see if the leaves have dried and have gone all nice and crispy. If not, it might take 2. It may depend on the location that you choose to dry your herbs in. It's often a really good idea to do a bunch of these all at the same time when you have your resources available and you are ready to do this. And as you can see here, there are lots of different ways in which you can wrap from the initial method that I've shown you with our plain sage. So you can tie in different points, just tied round, and these can then just be hung. Or one that is quite common is where you tie as though you're doing a bunch of flowers and you start at the bottom and then you just crisscross all the way along, and then you leave some of the bloom. If you're putting any of the flowers in there as well, they can be left showing, visible. And just to show you how this is done, there you have it, and then you can hang your bunches. So any of these methods will work, or just like the other one with the plain sage, any of these methods of wrapping for drying purposes will work. Give them a couple of weeks to dry out properly, or perhaps you'll have them in a nice warm dry area above a radiator, airing cupboard, and you will have beautiful smelling incense soon. And we are here showing our sage stick. It is now 2 and a bit weeks on. Our sage is nice and dry and crispy. I don't know if you can hear that, but you may also notice that in the time that it's been drying, a lot of the string has now become loose. So at this point, you can very gently remove, using some scissors, remove your initial twine or string that you used. If you're happy with it being nice and loose, that's fine. But I have some other plans that I would like to try with my stick. You're going to take a length of, I have here a 100% cotton embroidery thread, and in the same way as you wrapped it previously, you are going to take a length of the cotton and wrap your sage bundle. They are now ready for you to burn happily at home. You could gift them, send them out to family and friends as a beautiful burner stick. There we go. When you come to lighting your smudge stick, your incense stick, make sure that you either have a ceramic bowl, or this is the base that is used for a candle that is ceramics designed to be used with heat. And make sure that you have a source of water somewhere nearby. And today we're going to be lighting our stick here simply with matches. Just going to light your stick on the end and hold. Please take care of your fingers if you are using matches. And wait for your stick to light well. And let's let that burn a little bit before you are going to be then blowing it out, just to get that going and letting it burn gently in its own way as it continues up the stick. I'm just going to gently blow that now so it can continue burning on its own. Okay, there we go. And as you can see, my incense stick is now smoking. Ensure you've opened all of your windows and your doors. Let the smoke travel through your home. And traditionally you would waft the smoke around into the air. And this could be a wonderful opportunity for you to take a moment to yourselves, to take a daily pause, 2 minutes of silence. Traditionally we do ours at 8 o'clock in the morning. And you can just spend a moment really focusing on your breath and taking in all of the sights and sounds around you. So, enjoy your smudge stick, and bye from Weeby Kids. I hope we see you again soon.